I was in my younger days and not quite understanding what was going on in the world, I had the fortune of having brothers and sisters and elders that did and that lived by these old rules and would pat me on the head and tell me what a good Cherokee I was and that I just didn't yet quite understand the process, but I was working on it, and that was pretty significant. And so I think I've told the story of this assignment that I got from our chief to help out with a problem that the tribe was having. And I essentially failed at it in spite of all my training. I mean, just right straight up, I failed at it. I couldn't get it done. And then the women that I had with me came up with this, what I consider to be a really corny idea. Let's have a memorial ceremony at this place and invite some people and say farewell to the land. I was frustrated and angry and pissed off, but that's what they wanted to do, and it wasn't my place to tell them we couldn't. That was what everyone wanted to do. Okay, that's what we'll do. And me and the fellas were like, all right, that's what the women want to do. And yes, we can tell them, hell no, we ain't gonna do it, and then we gotta live with that till the day we die. And they will never let us forget it. So we went along. And we had this gathering. We were hoping for 60 people. And I really don't know what the total was. I just know that at 2,037, they quit counting. And we had this sweat lodge ceremony that our chief volunteered me to do. And everybody wanted to do a sweat to save this place. And I'm looking at, how many when you stopped counting? 2,037. Yeah, okay, sure, I'll do a sweat. It's got to be made this way, built this way, made out of this material, that material, these particular special. I made it impossible and went on being the Grinch at the ceremony. And come toward evening time, these young little white girls come up. Mr. Frost, you want to come and check our sweat lodge? Sure. And I'm ready to rip it apart. Give them every reason why we can't do it, because they fucked it up, right? It's perfect. It's perfect. I have never built the sweat lodge that big or that well. It was perfect. Can we bring our children in? Nah, hell no, you can't bring no children in. Sweats ain't for children. And our chief said, Ernie, isn't it about time that we did what Ernie Frost has been telling us for several years now and kind of evolved ourselves a little bit? And I liked Wilma a lot, so I couldn't say what I wanted to say. And I said, right. And so we did these sweats. I sweated all night long. In the middle of Vietnam, I never sweat that much, man. It was like, wow. And come the next morning, when the last people were out, I came outside and the sun was up. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. But all these little kids, each one their own little religious way, please God, please don't let this happen. And when we left there, it rained for 2 weeks straight, a freak storm. Nothing like they'd ever seen. the storm was feeding itself. And when I say it rained, I mean it was a downpour for 2 weeks. It never let up. It washed that dam out. Them little kids did that. And I only did it in as much as I did my part. I didn't go in there with any good intention. And them little kids went way over the .07% mark. And they got it done. It taught me a valuable lesson. So anyhow,